Hey, welcome back to our set of mini lectures. This is Research Proposal Part 2, the proposal outline. It's Part 2, so I know you've been waiting. I'm happy to help you out. This one is again about the proposal outline. The focus today will be a content neutral proposal that's going to structure your outline. This proposal outline includes 9 different parts. I'll list them here. 1. Introduction. 2. Statement of the problem. 3. Purpose of the study. 4. Literature review. 5. Research questions or hypotheses. 6. Methods and procedures. 7. Limitations. 8. Significance. And 9. References. First, the introduction. The introduction helps to provide your paper's background. It establishes your basic framework for research so the reader knows where you're coming from. When you're writing your introduction, there's a couple of subsections you should include. First, you should try to grab your reader's attention with your topic. Then you should also try to provide a brief background information and explore any past research really briefly. You don't want to trample over your literature review, which we'll be doing later on. And also, if you can, try to discern if your research is qualitative or quantitative and then allude to the thesis statement. Put that all in your introduction. That should help out. Number 2, the statement of the problem. Here you're going to describe the analytical approach you intend to use, how you're going to go about looking at your problem. Here you also fully describe the problem as it relates to your research. In short, CC, the statement of the problem answers the following question. Why does this research you're about to be doing need to be done? Again, you just basically state the problem that you're trying to address. Number 3, the purpose of the study. Here you're going to want to provide a well-rounded, intelligent, and substantial statement on why your research needs to be done. Again, you want to be able to legitimize what you're doing. Also, you want to disclose your hypothesis that needs to be tested and questions surrounding it. You want to make sure that you do this right away and the purpose of the study so that we know what your focus of your study will be. Your purpose of the study normally begins with the statement, the purpose of this academic research study is ... In the purpose of the study, you're going to want to discuss whether you'll be conducting a quantitative or qualitative research, as well as describe your research instruments, whether you're using surveys, interviews, questionnaires, etc., etc. Next is your literature review. We talked about this a little bit earlier on. Here you want to discuss any information that's already known about the project, such as through various research articles. You want to review and present any pressing or pertinent research tied to your hypothesis and debunk it if possible. And finally, you want to provide your research strategy. For example, what sources will you be using? Just talked about this a little bit in the previous point. Here is the part on research questions or hypotheses. You want to state your hypothesis clearly here in this section. List any specific research questions that revolve around or surround your hypothesis, and address any of the testable theories related to your hypothesis. 6. Methods and procedures. You want to list any methods you'll be using to prove your hypothesis. Discuss any key variables you'll test and or control to prove your hypothesis to be valid. And you want to go more in depth on your research methods and give, again, more detail about what those specifically are. 7. Limitations. You want to discuss any limitations that may arise in your research. For example, you may have a specific group of people you're looking at. You may be doing your research for a limited amount of time. It may be geographically constrained, etc., etc. 8. Significance. You want to make sure that you discuss why your research is relevant to your audience, why they would find it significant and important to them. And 9. References. You want to list all your reference material here at the very end in your reference section. They're typically in APA or MLA format, but for the purposes of this class, you want to do it in APA format. That was your research proposal part 2. Thanks so much. That was again a really brief outline to what a research proposal includes, all the various elements. Take care.